Two travel eSIM giants, Ubigi and Holafly, go head-to-head. Which one really delivers? On the left, Ubigi, famous for flexible global plans at wallet-friendly prices. And on the right, Holafly, the choice for unlimited data and effortless setup. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Okay, before we jump in, let me give you a quick map of all the categories we're going to compare these two on. We'll be breaking it down like this: price, data plans, coverage, device compatibility, speed and network, purchase and activation, and last, customer support. This way, you get the full picture, and there are no surprises halfway through. Sound good? Let's kick it off. Let's start with price, which honestly is a deal breaker for most people. First up is Ubigi. Oh, and here's something cool. Their plans are genuinely affordable if you aren't a heavy data user. Like, you get these tiny starter packs, 500 megabytes. So you're not overpaying for what you don't need. You just pay for what you use, which I think is awesome for quick trips or someone who just needs to check maps or WhatsApp. But heads up, if you're a Netflix binger, there's no unlimited data for most regions. Now, Holafly comes in swinging with unlimited data plans. Super tempting, right? You pay more. Yeah, the price tag is noticeably higher, but you can stream, zoom, and upload all those Insta stories without sweating about your data running out. One quirk, though, it's not super flexible for light users. So, winner for price, Ubigi totally nails it for the budget-conscious crowd. Rolling over to data plans. Ubigi is all about flexibility. They let you choose anywhere from a snack-sized 500 megabytes to a whopping 50 gigabytes. And there are options for pretty much any trip duration. Honestly, that's great if you want to customize exactly what you need. Downsides, if you binge Google Maps and TikTok, your plan could run out. So you got to keep tabs on your data. Switching gears, Holafly. Unlimited data in most spots. So you just don't worry. You can stream, tether, work, do whatever, and not think about it. But if you're only after a tiny bit of data, you don't have a cheap, low data option. Not so flexible. Winner here, Holafly just takes the lead for the unlimited peace of mind. For coverage, this is where the competition gets fierce. Ubigi has 200 plus countries and regions, which is seriously impressive. They do especially good in Asia, Oceania, the Middle East, North Africa, and Latin America. However, there's a little wobble. Africa and parts of Europe, they cover slightly fewer locations compared to Holafly. And now, Holafly. Same massive global reach, 200 plus destinations. But, and this is pretty cool, their Africa and Europe coverage is a tiny bit better. Some other regions, Ubigi might have the edge. So this one's honestly too close to call. Let's call it a tie. Hey, by the way, did you know that over 35% of global smartphone network connections will be using eSIMs by the end of 2025? That's wild. The future really is now, people. All right, device compatibility, which is way more important than people realize till they're standing at the gate without data. Ubigi is the winner here with a huge list, not just iPhones or mainstream Androids, but also OnePlus, Sony, Vivo, Honor, Nokia, pretty much all the weird and wonderful models too. Obviously, iOS is covered. Except for a few super rare phones, you're good. Now, Holafly clearly works with your iPhone, Samsung, Xiaomi, Google Pixel, strong on Apple and the common brands. But for Android fans, especially niche models, you might be left out. So yeah, Ubigi gets this one, especially if you rock less mainstream devices. Now, let's talk speed and network. Ubigi offers 5G in 28 countries, which is honestly pretty exciting if you're chasing fast downloads. And generally, network stability is solid. But important to know, some places are still 4G only. Switching across, Holafly is usually 3G or 4G+, so it's unlimited, but you won't see light speed downloads. And they actually don't have 5G in most spots. Kind of surprising, right? If you want top speed, Ubigi's got a bit of an edge, even if it's only in selected locations. All right, this is a good one. Purchase and activation. Ubigi signs you up via the app, so you can buy, top up, renew, guided steps. But honestly, there are a few extra hoops. Register, download the app, follow the steps. It's not rocket science, but it's not totally effortless either. Now, Holafly, pretty slick experience. You buy it online in minutes. No registration. You literally just scan the QR code and boom, activated. So if you want super fast, hassle-free setup, Holafly is king. Only caveat, their app is iOS only for now. Android coming soon. But honestly, most people can get set up without any drama. Winner for ease, Holafly, hands down. Customer support, always fun to test, right? Ubigi has standard support, mostly during office hours. But if you get stuck late at night, good luck. Reviews say responses can be a bit hit and miss too, so not super reassuring. Meanwhile, Holafly is kind of famous for customer support. It's multilingual, generally fast, Folks say good things. The only hiccup? App-based support isn't super extensive. But overall, Holafly's support wins, especially if you need help while jet-lagged in a random airport. So just to give you a visual, if you imagine a radar chart comparing these two, well, you'd see Ubigi spiking in affordability, device range, and those juicy 5G speeds. Holafly, though, goes strong on data plans, coverage in Europe and Africa, super easy activation, and top-tier customer support. It's kind of a trade-off, right? If you want literally zero data worries and don't mind paying a bit more, Holafly will make your life super easy. Unlimited data, simple setup, and great support, especially if you're binging, working, or traveling long-term. But if you want flexibility, save some cash, need 5G, or have an unusual Android phone, Ubigi is your best bet. So both solid choices. Just depends on your travel style. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.